Okay, day 3 of the 28-day challenge. Here we have Derwent. This is my line and wash set. This has like some Graffy tint and some other of Derwent's samples in it. It's kind of like a sample little platter. So we're going to be working with that, maybe some Aquapasto and whatever else I can think to do today. So let's have some fun. Okay, timer is started. Start off with this sort of sepia pit pastel. I kind of have an idea what I want to make, but I'm not quite sure. I kind of want these to be a little darker. This seems like it's a charcoal pencil, so it might smudge a bit, but I'm okay with that. Let's get some dirty water, some somewhat not clean water. I want to play with sort of just making these, find my paintbrush, with this color I really liked. But I want to see what happens if I just sort of kind of let it spread itself out a little bit, like up into that water space, and just kind of let it do its thing. Okay, I'm going to leave that for a second. And then I'm going to come in with a little bit of this color, just like a light gray color, maybe mixed with a little bit of that blue. You guys can't see what I'm doing up here. But yeah, this set is pretty fun because it's got a lot of sample. Like, this is a Graffy tint color. I really like it with that brown. And I might have to cheat a little bit and dry this with a hairdryer before we put the Aquapasto on, because your paper has to be dry for that to work. I don't know what we got going on up here. I'm not loving it. I'm not loving it. It needs to be maybe darker. Let's come in with a bit of a dry brush. That wasn't really what I wanted to happen there. Let's put some lines in. Keep it really simple. I hope you guys are enjoying the challenge. I'm having fun doing these so far, but it's only day 3. Once day 25 comes up, that's where we're really gonna like see what I'm made of, I think. I want to put some lines through here too. Maybe one coming down through here. Okay, we need to add a little bit more color down here. So I'm going to use this, more of this greeny color, because I really like it. Let's come in with a bit of the color shaper. I'm trying to keep this pretty thin, because this is where I'm going to put most of the Aquapasto, down here at the bottom. Let's see if I can lift some of that color up a little bit in some spots. Just kind of want to light wash through there. Okay, we're going to pause for a second. I'm going to hair dry and we'll be back. Okay, we're dry. So I've mixed up a little bit of cerulean with the sepia. And I kind of just want to bring a little bit of this through here. That's really sticky. It's really sticky. Okay, so I just want to bring some lines through here. I got this tool out because I haven't used it in a while. I thought it might be kind of nice to add some lines through here with this sort of silicone tool. It has 2 ends on it, so you can make some different marks. What if we added more of that color? Maybe let's add even a little bit more of the sepia to it to give it a little bit of difference. Ooh, that's a pretty color. I'm really liking how we can make these marks. It's almost like you can draw, it's like drawing. It's really cool. We go on the side there, we can make, it's starting to look a little bit more like a woodcut, which is kind of cool through there. I feel like I want to add one more spot of it, but what color should we? I feel like it's very segmented. Does it need to, I think it needs to come down just a little bit more. And maybe this one doesn't have nearly as much line work in it. Maybe just a few little lines. Oh, maybe one more. When have I ever made a few little lines? Let's come back in with this sepia charcoal, which is a pencil that I just sort of found laying around. I think I want to really play up this darkness through here. Trying not to disturb that. Those layers are fun. I like that. What to do up here? I feel like it needs a little bit more color up there. What about this blue? This is like more of a Payne's gray. This color is a graphite tint that I put down earlier. This is more of a Payne's gray kind of blue. I got a lot of stripes going on. I feel like this needs to come up like that, maybe. More of a, almost like a cloud. If it's gonna be that, it needs to be some darker areas through here. Ooh, I like that. I might want to add. I want to add in some. If I can get enough color on here. This is like my favorite set for if I ever go out and do. If I paint outside, I always take this set with me. It's pretty versatile and I like it. It's got a lot of different colors in it, which is nice. I feel like we need a pop of some color in there though. And I'm thinking it might be this orange. Do we dare? Do we dare put orange in there? Maybe just a little. What if we just put just a little bit, like a little bit of orange in there? I like that. Let's put a little bit more over here. It's mixing with that sepia a little bit, so we're getting sort of an ochre, but I'm okay with that. I like ochre. Ochre, sorry. I'm gonna make the internet mad. All right, we got 1 minute, so let's do some lines through here. Our Aquapasto is mostly dry. Let's make a, I kind of want to keep that neutral, I think. Let's do some marks through here, though. In the grassy areas up here. Yeah. Okay, do I want to add? I want to add just a little bit more of this color. If I can get it on there in time. We're running out of time. I'm just randomly drawing lines. I like that line. All right. We are done with today. All right, let's take a look at the mat. Where's the mat? There's the mat. Ooh, I kind of like it. I love just playing with the Aquapasto here. Like, I think that really, the marks through there are really interesting. It feels like a rock face, like almost like maybe a glacier or ocean. I don't know. It feels very rocky to me, like slate. I really like this sort of cloud formation up here. Interesting. So I have a friend that lives in, he is a chef and he works at Palmer Station in the South Pole. I think it's in the South Pole. But he's always posting these iceberg photos. And I keep thinking that I really want to recreate some of his photos because they're just gorgeous. But I hadn't been able to figure out how to paint them without, I just couldn't figure it out. But I feel like this technique would be really cool with the glaciers. So maybe that's something we will explore in the next piece. Or maybe not in the next piece. Well, we'll see. I don't think I can do it in 10 minutes. I think that's going to be a little bit longer search. But I do like the yellow that I added in. I'm glad I added that in because it needed just a pop. And I like the sepia and the neutral tones. I think it turned out really well. I'm pretty happy with this, actually. I think it looks kind of cool. The different and neat. And so yeah, day 3, we're already making changes. Interesting. Okay, I hope that those of you that are following along are enjoying the project. And I hope you're finding some revelations in your own work. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Click over here to see the last video, and I'll be back tomorrow. We might explore this Aquapasto line idea a little bit more. Maybe thinking more about icebergs and Iceland and all the things that we can make there. Since I like this palette, so let's keep going. Thanks so much. Bye.